Welcome to Blockchain Secrets Learning Guide for Beginners. Blockchain Secrets Learning Guide for Beginners. Introduction. Countless discoveries and inventions have been made throughout our history. Some of the developments have been minor, some of them have been major, some have been short-lived, and other events have been more critical and longer-lasting. There have been certain developments throughout our history that have been so vitally important to humanity. They are considered the sole factor behind all of humankind, collectively making progress and taking a critical and everlasting step forward. For example, consider how the creation of farming equipment and fertilizers allowed for the exponential growth of food outputs from fixed pieces of land. Without these inventions and discoveries, the world would not have been able to support the explosive population growth that we have witnessed across the globe. It was only a few hundred years ago that scientists and economists indicated the end of population growth, due to the fact that food production just grew at numerical rates, while populations grew at exponential rates, expanding to the power of 2 or more during that same period. At the time, this meant that sooner or later there would not be enough food to feed everyone unless more food could be obtained from fixed pieces of land every year. Fortunately, this is precisely what happened. Science was able to deliver heavy farm equipment, fertilizers such as ammonia, and other improvements so that food harvests could keep up with the population growth rates. This allowed for more people to be sustained in the same area of land as before. Without these developments, the world would be a very different place today. Similarly, the creation of antibiotics, penicillin, the introduction of air travel, ocean freight, and the steam engine, and more recently, the sharing of information in the information age that was made possible by the invention of microchips and transistors. These have all changed the world era. As a result of these innovations and discoveries, we are more connected, better off, healthier, and have more accessible and cheaper access to goods and services than ever before. When it comes to the information age, things have progressed at breakneck speed, ever since the first dot-com wave in the early to mid-90s. Everything from the user interface tools and technologies that have defined how we interact and interface with technology. Everything from payment solutions to banking solutions has dramatically changed over the last 20 years. The same can be said for social networks and primary email, along with the advancements that have been made in fields of artificial intelligence, AI, and big data analysis, both of which have an impact on everything from helping with governance to online search. Collectively, we have gone from necessary solutions for all of the above to have sophisticated software services that combine various aspects of technology to deliver effective, robust, value-added, and seamless services to billions of people around the world. However, with all the progress comes new challenges. AI, big data, and the ability of governments to implement mass surveillance initiatives, and the ubiquity of technology all around have begun to pose serious ethical questions and technological challenges. This leads to the question, where do you draw the line between legal and illegal surveillance? How can we, as a society, trust the data usage collection and manipulation practices of companies and governments when they aren't transparent? When it comes to the role of government and big corporations, and their relationships with private users, where is the world headed? It is with this exciting and challenging background in mind that blockchain will be discussed. In recent years, Blockchain has become a popular technology and so much more than the latest tech fad. In the opinion of many subject area experts and tech gurus, information age will be the next giant leap for humanity that will have a significant impact on our children and us. It is also similar to the farming and healthcare developments of the past that had an effect on our great-great-grandparent. Therefore, we have now entered the new information age. In this full video course, you are going to learn the following's valuable knowledge. Chapter 1. 4 key features of blockchain technology. Chapter 2. 4 big advantages of blockchain. Chapter 3. 6 surprising uses of blockchain that don't involve cryptocurrency. Chapter 4. How to avoid these common Bitcoin mistakes. Chapter 5. 6 benefits of blockchain that go beyond cryptocurrency. Chapter 6. Future uses for blockchain that will shape the world. Chapter 7. 5 ways to invest in blockchain technology today. Chapter 8. 5 steps for implementing a blockchain project. Chapter 9. Top 5 avoidable mistakes in blockchain implementation. And finally, Chapter 10. The top blockchain technologies to invest in your business today. Please view this entire video to enlighten your learning. Chapter 1. 4 key features of blockchain technology. Even though blockchain technology is in its early stages, there are many things in our society that it is going to change. To start, it has already begun to solve the problem of manipulation and is starting to disrupt multiple industries, making the process of recording transactions more democratic, transparent, secure, and efficient. If you are not as familiar with blockchain technology as you would like, here are the 4 key features that make up blockchain technology. 1. Decentralized systems. Decentralized technologies, like that of the blockchain, allows us to store assets in a network that anyone can access. The assets can be anything from a token, a chain of evidence document, a contract, or property registry documents. Through blockchain technology, the owner of the documents has direct control through their private key, which is directly linked to the asset. Blockchain technology has proven itself and has the potential to bring massive change to the financial industry and the field of banking, allowing people to control their assets without having to rely on third parties. 2. Distributed ledger. Blockchain technology is a public ledger that provides information on all the digital transactions that have taken place and allowed all participants in that blockchain to view the information. The technology helps to record each transaction and share that information across multiple networks. Every user within the system can validate the transactions and have an identical copy of the ledger where the transactions are recorded. 3. Safer and secure ecosystem. Thanks to the 2 above-mentioned features, blockchains provide a more reliable and more secure ecosystem. Blockchain networks automatically check itself and update itself every few minutes, which provides a tamper-free environment. The authenticity of the data and documents of a blockchain are essential for an organization that has sensitive documents, assets, and contracts that need to remain protected. 4. Minting. There are many ways that you can mint coin in blockchain technology. The most common method is through mining. Mining coins require the proof of work concept to be in place so that someone can conclusively prove that they have engaged in a significant amount of computational work. The role of the miner in blockchain technology is to create a new block containing many of the latest transactions, then encrypting the data by a computational process to provide proof of work. In conclusion, along with being the underlying technology for cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology has many other real-world applications. As the technology continues to move toward mainstream acceptance, it is essential to understand the key features of the technology. In the next chapter we will discuss 4 big advantages of blockchain. Chapter 2. 4 big advantages of blockchain. At the heart of the excitement surrounding cryptocurrency is blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is the foundation that all virtual currencies and cryptocurrencies are built upon. It is the decentralized and digital ledger technology that records all of the transactions without needing a financial intermediary, like a bank. Blockchain technology appears to offer 4 distinct advantages over existing payment facilitation networks. 1. Transparency. One of the main reasons why blockchain is so intriguing is that the technology is always open source. This means that other users and developers have the opportunity to change it as they see fit. Being open source makes altering logged data within the chain complicated, making blockchain technology particularly secure. 2. Reduced transaction costs. Blockchain allows peer-to-peer and business-to-business transactions to be completed without having to work with a third party. Without the involvement of a middleman, like a bank, tied to the transactions in a blockchain, the costs to the user or business can be significantly reduced over time. 3. Faster transaction settlements. When dealing with traditional banks, it isn't uncommon for a transaction to take days to become settled completely. This is because of the protocols established in bank transferring software, as well as the fact that most financial institutions are only open during the day. Blockchain technology, on the other hand, works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means transactions made with the blockchain technology can be processed more quickly. 4. Decentralization. Another reason why blockchain technology is so exciting is its lack of a central data hub. Rather than having to run a massive data center and verifying the transactions through the center, blockchain technology allows individual transactions to have their own proof of validity, as well as the authorization to enforce the constraints. Since information on a particular blockchain is piecemealed on individual servers throughout the world, it ensures that if hackers stole the data, they would only gain a small amount of data and not the entire network, keeping it from becoming completely compromised. In conclusion, even with these advantages, there is still a significant worry that can't be overlooked. Throughout history, investors have continued to overestimate how quickly a new technology will be adopted. Like most new technologies, it will take time to lay the groundwork for blockchain, and it could still be some years before businesses fully embrace this technology as a significant component of their payment systems. In the next chapter we will discuss surprising uses of blockchain that don't involve cryptocurrency. Chapter 3. 6 Surprising uses of blockchain that don't involve cryptocurrency. Blockchain technology is the digital, distributed, and the decentralized ledger that underlies most virtual currencies and is what is responsible for logging all transactions without the need for relying on a go-between, like a bank. The uses for blockchain technology go far beyond the world of cryptocurrencies. Here are 6 surprising applications of blockchain technology that don't involve cryptocurrency. 1. Payment processing. The most logical use for blockchain technology is to expedite the transfer of funds from one person to another. When banks are removed from the equation, and a peer-to-peer transaction takes place, they can be completed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, settling the transactions in a matter of seconds, rather than days. 2. Retail loyalty rewards programs. The retail experience could be further revolutionized with blockchain technology. Blockchain could become the go-to database for loyalty rewards programs. By creating a token-based system that rewards consumers and stores the tokens in the blockchain, it could potentially incentivize consumers to return to the store to do their shopping. Blockchain would also be able to eliminate the fraud and waste that is commonly associated with retail loyalty reward programs. 3. Digital IDs. Worldwide, more than 1 billion people face identity challenges. Microsoft is trying to change that by creating a digital ID within its Authenticator app. Primarily, this would provide users with a way to control their digital identities, and allow people living in impoverished regions to gain access to financial services, or start their own business, for example. 4. Digital voting. Countries all over the world worry about voter fraud. With blockchain technology, states could provide the ability to vote digitally and be transparent enough that regulators would be able to spot any changes in the network quickly. It would combine the ease of digital voting with the unchanging nature of blockchain to make your vote count. 5. Food safety. Another surprising use for blockchain would be for tracing food from its origin to your plate. Because the data in blockchains is immutable, you'd have the ability to trace the transport of food products from their original to the grocery store. Also, if there were a foodborne illness, blockchain would be able to track the source of contamination quicker than it is now. 6. Medical record-keeping. The medical sector has already started to move away from paper record-keeping to digital record-keeping. However, blockchain provides more safety and convenience. Along with storing patient records, patients would be able to access their files if they possess the key and would be able to control who sees their information. In conclusion, while blockchain is far from perfect and still needs developing, there is certainly plenty of real-world application where it can be utilized. In the next chapter we will discuss how to avoid these blockchain technology mistakes. Chapter 4. How to avoid these blockchain technology mistakes. Over the past few decades, our lives have been transformed by the internet. We now socialize online, get our news online, manage our money and buy everything we need online. Thanks to technology, we no longer have to bother with the tedious tasks of remembering and thinking. Unfortunately, this could lead to financial ruin when it comes to investing in Bitcoin and blockchain technology. Here is a list of the most common Bitcoin mistakes and how you can avoid them. 1. Not slowing down. So many of us are used to sending and spending money online these days that we hardly think when we hand over our credit card to settle expenses. While this is fine when you are dealing with a credit card transaction that can be easily reversed, it's not the case with Bitcoin. One of Bitcoin's features that make it unique is the fact that transactions are irreversible. This means that no matter how much you beg, once you send Bitcoin, it is never coming back. This is why you have to be extremely mindful every time you send or spend Bitcoin. 2. Not being educated. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are extremely hot right now. The problem with this is that the majority of the population does not fully understand cryptocurrency and the blockchain. One of the worst things that you can do when investing in Bitcoin is allow your strategy to be guided by the media hype or by a fear of missing out. It will be far better if you take the time to educate yourself with at least the basics of Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. 3. Panicking. As far as currencies go, cryptocurrency is a baby, and it still has not found its footing. You have to be prepared for this volatility before you even think about entering the market. If you don't, then you will surely panic and buy when it's high and then panic sell when it's low and going down. Take the time to plan a long-term strategy rather than focusing on the daily changes in price. 4. Placing all your coins in one basket. One of the most common mistakes made with buying, selling, and trading Bitcoins is putting all your coins in one basket. If you are planning on investing heavily in Bitcoin, you want to spread the coins out between several, adequately secured wallets. This way, if one wallet gets hacked or lost, or you forget your password, you won't lose all your Bitcoins. In conclusion, history has a habit of repeating itself, but if you keep these common pitfalls in mind when you start investing in cryptocurrency, you'll be well ahead of the rest of the pack. In the next chapter we will discuss 6 benefits of blockchain that go beyond cryptocurrency.
Chapter 5: 6 benefits of blockchain that go beyond cryptocurrency. While the current buzz over Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are hard to ignore, the underlying technology that makes the trade of Bitcoins possible needs to be further explored. Blockchain technology is the virtual, public ledger that records everything in a secure and transparent manner. The benefits of blockchain are more than big enough to sustain its relevance for years to come, unlike the cryptocurrency it was designed to support. Here are 6 of the most important benefits of blockchain that will prove useful to businesses in different industries. 1. Supply chain management. Blockchain technology offers the supply chain management industry the benefits of cost-effectiveness and traceability. A blockchain can be used to track all the movements of goods, their origin, and their quality. This can help to simplify processes within the industry like ownership transfer, payments, and production process assurances. 2. Quality assurance. A blockchain system can lead to finding the point of origin if an irregularity is detected somewhere along the supply chain. This will make it easier for businesses who utilize the technology to carry out investigations and execute the actions necessary to correct the problem. 3. Accounting. Recording transactions through blockchain can virtually eliminate human error and will prevent the data from being tampered with. Records within the blockchain are verified every single time they are passed on from one block to the next within the chain. Along with providing guaranteed accuracy of documents, the process also leaves a highly traceable audit trail. 4. Voting. The aspect of voting, just like with supply chain management, all boils down to trust. Utilizing blockchain technology in local elections could significantly diminish electoral fraud, which has become an issue despite the prevalence of electronic voting systems. Another example would be how Nasdaq could leverage blockchain to facilitate shareholder voting. 5. Stock exchange. The idea of implementing blockchain technology for securities and commodities trading is not new. Given the open yet reliable nature of the blockchain technology, it is not surprising that stock exchanges consider it to be the next big step forward in trading. 6. Energy supply. In certain parts of the world, household and commercial establishments can now take advantage of blockchain-enabled transactive grids for sustainable energy solutions that track usage accurately. Blockchains can also be used to improve the tracking of clean energy. Renewable energy is traditionally followed through tradable certificates that have been issued by the government. The documents are terrible in serving their purpose, which is something that blockchain would not have any trouble handling. In conclusion, it is clear that blockchain technology is making strides in different industries outside of cryptocurrency. While most people are ready for decentralized ledgers, the progress of blockchain technology means it probably will not be too far off from becoming mainstream. In the next chapter we will discuss future uses for blockchain that will shape the world.
Chapter 6. Future uses for blockchain that will shape the world. Cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, have become the talk of the town because they have accumulated hundreds of millions of dollars in value in just a few short years. Underneath these popular cryptocurrencies lies the blockchain technology, which combines cryptography with decentralized record-keeping to create the first concept of digital property that allows people to create unique, specific assets online. Creating a digital asset that is backed by blockchain technology is unique in that it cannot be copied or moved, which will change how the internet will operate. Here are just some of the ways that blockchain will change everything. 1. Movies, music, and books. Since the heyday of Napster, entertainment companies have been trying to deal with piracy issues that are destroying their business model. Before the internet, entertainment companies could sell a movie or a record and know that they had sold a single copy to one person. Then came the internet, where a single copy of a song could travel halfway around the world before the first chorus was sung. Blockchain may help to put an end to this. The same public ledger method that keeps someone else from spending your digital currency could also prevent them from playing or duplicating your favorite song. 2. Contract execution. Ethereum, another popular cryptocurrency, is built on a self-executing contract, which allows two parties to reach an agreement and, upon fulfilling that agreement, the contract automatically transfers its currency tokens from one party to another. In simple terms, the self-executing contract could eliminate the need for enforcement of the agreement between parties because it would merely alert your bank upon performance, and everyone gets what they expected. 3. Identity theft. In 2017, 16.7 million people were victims of identity theft. The problem is that the internet has enabled an enhanced fungibility of personal information, which has become intensified by the centralization of information. If someone wants to steal your identity, they can target big companies like credit card companies, retailers, and tax records. Blockchain technology can help to solve this issue. The decentralized nature of blockchain allows documents to be stored on several servers rather than just one. Rather than asking for information that can be copied, like a social security number, computers would ask for access to the digital identity record instead. This would make it impossible for anyone without the key to being able to access the sensitive data. In conclusion, while the technology still needs to be developed more before it can be applied to something like opening a music file, the basics are there. The ability to introduce unique assets that no one can copy will change the way we interact with the Internet on a fundamental level. In the next chapter we will discuss 5 ways to invest in blockchain technology today. Chapter 7. 5 ways to invest in blockchain technology today. One of the hottest trends in the finance scene, blockchain technology has the potential to transform the traditional business model in numerous sectors completely. Similar to a massive digital spreadsheet, blockchain is shared by all the members of a decentralized network. Usually associated with confirming Bitcoin payments, blockchain technology can also be used in other ways. If you are considering investing in blockchain technology, here are 5 ways you can get started. 1. Stockpile Bitcoin. In anticipation of rising prices, many investors have taken advantage of an opportunity to stockpile Bitcoins, just like they have with gold. While they are two different assets in that gold is a tangible item and Bitcoins are not, the underlying investment principles remain the same. 2. Blockchain penny stocks. Believe it or not, there are even penny stocks for cryptocurrency. There are many other types of digital currency, other than Bitcoin, that you can invest in, including altcoins and Litecoin. The last several years have seen many alternative digital currencies being developed in an attempt to compete with Bitcoin and others that were designed specifically to fill those needs that were met by Bitcoin. 3. Altcoin crowdfunding. To raise seed capital for various types of investments, crowdfunding has become a popular and mainstream method. If you want to get involved in blockchain technology, you might want to consider a unique crowdfunding method using alternative coins. With this investment method, the total coin supply is pre-mined and then sold in an initial coin offering, or ICO, before the network being launched publicly. 4. Angel funding and startup ventures. While angel funding and startup are not a new concept, one variation that has started to gain traction is the idea of investing in startup built on blockchain technology. As Bitcoin becomes more popular and accepted by more mainstream businesses, the number of entrepreneurs interested in the technology has skyrocketed. 5. Pure blockchain technology play. The number of pure blockchain technology plays is on the rise. Companies like Hashing Space Corporation, Global Arena Holding, and BTCS, Inc., are quickly becoming well-known names in the space. BTCS, for instance, works to secure blockchain via its distinctive transaction verification services. In conclusion, while many believe that blockchain technology and cryptocurrency are nothing more than a fad, these technologies continue to gain steam and could have the power to change the world as we know it. Deciding to become involved in the blockchain technology boom could result in a significant payout. In the next chapter we will discuss 5 steps for implementing a blockchain project. Chapter 8. 5 steps for implementing a blockchain project. The underlying technologies of the blockchain are available in open source, giving aspiring developers the chance to implement their private blockchain. This can provide you with the opportunity to learn through practice the concepts that are behind such an environment, including mining, or the execution of a smart contract. Here are the 5 steps for implementing a blockchain project on your workstation. Step 1. Select the platform. Due to the responsiveness and dynamism of its members, the Ethereum blockchain network is the best one to consider. With the wealth of its documentation, the blockchain promises that the objects will become fully autonomous and belong to themselves. With this, they can execute code. Step 2. Initialize the blockchain. All you need to do to initialize the blockchain is to create the first block manually. The block must contain all of the characteristics of the chain, and then be shared with all the nodes of the network. To define this first block, a file must be created in JSON format. After the JSON file has been completed, it is up to the client platform to create the folder that contains the blockchain and to initialize it. Step 3. Choose the correct consensus protocol. The consensus protocol consists of asking the resolution of a mathematical problem that requires a large amount of calculation. When a miner manages to find a solution, it must be something that is easily verifiable by everyone. The first person to see the solution wins the right to write the next block in the chain. The difficulty of the problem is changed in real time according to the total power of the entire network, resulting in the blocks being written at regular intervals. This makes hacking attempts extremely difficult and protects blockchain as the whole against spam attempts to overload the network. Step 4. Execute your first smart contract. Growing a blockchain is only of interest if you can run a smart contract with it. The smart contract should self-execute from a predefined threshold that can be an amount, a date, or any duly authenticated event. Ethereum's success is based on this concept. Step 5. Debug and scale. Unlike a program that is run by a computer, a block is run on a set of nodes. Each network termination, or node, must result in a treatment equivalent to the previous ones. The process makes debugging the application complex. To fix the issue, you have to create a new block and wait for the chain to propagate the changes. In conclusion, the uses for blockchain technology are endless, with more companies moving to proof of concept to concrete achievements. Following these 5 steps will have you well on your way to creating your own blockchain project. In the next chapter we will discuss top 5 avoidable mistakes in blockchain implementation. Chapter 9. Top 5 avoidable mistakes in blockchain implementation. In the last year, there were more than 85,000 blockchain projects started in the blockchain project ecosystem. Unfortunately, only 8% of the projects are actively maintained. Even with the excitement surrounding blockchain technology, many blockchain project developers repeat the same mistakes when they try to implement their blockchain projects. If you want to launch a blockchain project this year successfully, then you'll want to avoid making these common mistakes. 1. Providing the wrong statement of project during token introduction. Blockchain operates with data through the processing of tokens. A significant number of blockchain-based projects require tokens to be introduced, which is usually followed by an initial coin offering to obtain investments and gain capital for further development. Unfortunately, the following mistakes at this stage can lead to future problems. Not specifying a mission, setting goals, or clarifying the meaning of the project. Implementing a low level of product development. Having an insufficient resource investment. Lacking patience. Fear of making mistakes, a poor level of security. 2. Wrong decision on blockchain type and consensus. Consensus with different sizes of blocks, configurations of nodes, and sequences of node competition are leading to new customers or private blockchains being created. Each has limitations of processing times, scalability, and support of smart contracts and security. A significant share of these projects introduces tokens with the Ethereum platform and later struggle to further the project with the creation of a solution. More projects are abandoned when they cannot find a solution. 3. Wrong business model. Some of the blockchain projects that fail try to recreate an existing centralized business model with blockchain technology underneath. The blockchain is a robust technology that needs a complete redesign of the business model. During the implementation process, teams are trying to invent blockchain under business models without changing them, which makes blockchain effectively useless. 4. Profitability versus cryptocurrency return. There are two significant issues with profitability and cryptocurrency return. The first being that it is more profitable to gain cryptocurrency during an initial coin offering than to wait for an increase in prices. Secondly, due to the high volatility of cryptocurrencies, some projects end up suffering from a lack of financial resources because of the wrong financial management during implementation. 5. Wrong market estimations. Due to custom blockchain immutability after deployment and smart contracts, some projects misestimate their token economics and types of incentives for users. Wrong predictions will lead to a significant drop in the economic value of the token and failure of the project. In conclusion, it is essential that you pay attention and avoid these common mistakes if you want to run your blockchain project successfully. In the next chapter we will discuss top 6 blockchain companies to invest today. Chapter 10. Top 6 blockchain companies to invest today. Blockchain technology has the potential to change the world, from how proxies are voted to how stock exchanges function. Since the sudden rise of the popularity of blockchain, investors have been increasingly shifting to high gear, and wondering how they can profit from it. Although investing in blockchain has limited options compared to traditional commodities, there are still some investment options available. Here are the top blockchain technology companies that you can invest in today. 1. BTCS. This company was way ahead of the curve when it came to exploring digital currency ecosystems. BTCS is one of the first publicly traded companies in the blockchain technology and digital cryptocurrency in the United States. They are also the first U.S. pure-play public company that is focused on blockchain technologies. 2. BTL Group. Headquartered in Vancouver, Canada, the BTL Group was founded in March 2011, by Guy Halford and Hugh Halford Thompson. The company focuses its energy on enabling enterprises on its proprietary private blockchain platform, called Interbit. Interbit allows enterprises on the blockchain to build their own applications, focusing on audit, trading, remittance, settlement, and back-office processes. 3. Bitcoin Investment Trust. The Bitcoin Investment Trust is designed for the well-refined investors to seek exposure to the price movement of Bitcoin. They do this through a traditional and straightforward investment vehicle. The vehicle addresses the challenges of buying, storing, and safekeeping large quantities of bitcoins as an investment. 4. Global Arena Holding Inc. GAHI is a holding company with businesses focused on software technologies and financial services. It acquires technologies, patents, and companies with the competence to leverage blockchain technology applications. It provides technology-enabled election services that target organized labor associations. 5. First Bitcoin Capital. First Bitcoin Capital was the first publicly traded and blockchain-centered company. They want to provide their shareholders with various exposure to the different digital currencies and blockchain technologies. Their shares are traded on over-the-counter (OTC), as well as in the U.S. markets as BITCF, and in the crypto exchanges as BIT. 6. Digital X Limited. Digital X Limited has developed a secure ledger system and a suite of software solutions using blockchain technology to create products for global consumers and organizations. They have also developed a mobile product that assists consumers in securing cross-border payments. In conclusion, blockchain technology has become a game-changer for operational processes across all types of businesses. Investing in the above-mentioned blockchain technology companies can be a strategic way to gain from the popularity of blockchain technology. Conclusion. Blockchain Secrets Learning Guide for Beginners. There have been few discoveries and inventions over the course of history that have made long-lasting impacts on the direction and pace of human progress. Blockchain technology promises to be one such invention for redefining air travel, ocean freight, and global logistics by providing safe and secure records tracking. It can also help to transform healthcare industry by providing safe and secure medical records. It also plays the major role of improvement in the fields of microfinance, finance, credit investments, and prediction markets. All these technology evolving suggests that the world is slowly waking up to what blockchain technology can do. The capabilities of this emerging technology are still being determined, and there is still a lot of work that still needs to be done. Millions of dollars in investments are being poured into this area of research and development. And every day we see new blockchain-based ideas, startups, and initiatives being launched, with each one hoping to be the one that will catch fire and transform the way things are done. Now is the time for a change, and new blockchain technology is powering the drive to change. However, as we move forward, we need to take cautious steps to ensure that we use the technology in the right way and deliver as much benefit to as many people as possible. If you are considering utilizing blockchain technology for your business, the only way that you will truly master it is if you dedicate yourself to becoming a lifelong learner in the space. Like this video and share. Subscribe this channel for more videos update. View these two videos to enlighten your learning.